At my house, yeah? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's big.
Well, did Birchie Porter used to drive a truck for you and haul logs for you?
Yeah. Yeah, and Glenn Brown logged for me many of a day. He's logged for me. Helped me cut timber. He worked for me a lot.
And his daddy, you used to read books. So tell us more about reading these books.
I used to read Wild West books for him. I'd read one over, read a story, and then he'd tell me about it just like I had never read it. Heard it, you know. And when I'd get the whole book read through, if we didn't have another one, well, he wanted me to go right back over the same book again and read it to him again, you know. And that way, they had me in a Wild West weekly. They ain't got it now. But in order to keep from reading the same one over for him so many times, I'd buy one every week and read it to him, you know. He was a fine old fellow. I thought a lot of him.
David the Sheriff, wasn't it?
Yeah. And one time he would send his wife along. I had a boundary timber, and he'd help me get it out, and on the haves, he'd get it out on the haves, and he'd send his wife along, and she didn't want us to get a drink of liquor or nothing, you know, and she'd just watch us all the time. And one morning, and he'd send after, he smoked Sir Walter Raleigh, smoking tobacco, and he'd tell her to get it for him, and she wouldn't do it. So one morning we started out, and she was standing down the fork of the road, and I said to the truck driver, I said, let's just leave her here. And we left her, and we went on to the company and had the squires took off, you know, the sewing furniture squires. We had them took off, and when we got them took off, I went the first thing and got the old man Jim 6 cans of Sir Walter Raleigh smoking tobacco, and then I got me some liquor and some beer. And when we got back to my brother's house, he was there waiting on us. And he was mad, and my wife had told me to get enough cloth to make the girls a dress, and I'd got a little bit too drunk, and every bolt of cloth I seen looked pretty, and I kept on buying till I bought 100 yards of dress cloth. And when we got to my brother's house, Jim was there, and he said, why didn't you let Pans go this morning with you? And I said, Jim, she ain't never going no more. I said, she wouldn't get you no smoking tobacco. And I said, she ain't never going with you no more. And he said to me, my brother, he said, you better get your liquor out of the truck. And I said, if I got some liquor, I didn't know I had one. He said, you've got 3 quarts in there, half a gallon and a quart. And I got it, brought it in the house. Jim was deputy sheriff. And I said to Jim, Jim, you're going to have to carry my liquor for me. I said, I'll drop it and break it. And he said, you asking me to carry liquor and me a deputy sheriff? I said, well, yeah, you can carry it better than I can. I said, I'm liable to break it. And he got it. He got the liquor, and I got the bottle. I got the cloth, and we took towards home. Got pretty close to home. I hooted like an owl. That was a signal from the young to my wife that I was coming, you know. And when we got there, when I hooted, they come met me, and I had that cloth dragging 10, 12 feet back behind me. You know, I was so drunk, Jim was tugging my liquor along, and after we got there, he said, "Now, Will, let me tell you something." He said, "You know I like you, but he says, if you get this drunk anymore," he says, "I'm going to arrest you and take you to jail." I said, "All right, Jim, go ahead." He said, "Now, you know I wouldn't do that."
Hey, Bobby, what do you say about Long Hope and Ball around up here?
It's like where my granddad was raised, my mother, all up back in the mountains, you know, just...
You say Cliff brought him like that, all right?
Yeah, he thinks fine of it.